All right. That is much better. I can... All right. That should be much better now. Let me know if it is, guys and gals. All right. Hopefully that's much better. It should be. Looks like it is. Sorry about that. I do apologize. I haven't used my phone in a while for a live stream. So, it happens. It is what it is. At the end of the day, I can't change it. That's better. Hey, John, how you doing? Hey, Jerry. Yeah, I don't know what happened, Jerry. I don't know if it was because my phone, I had the screen locked to where the screen wouldn't rotate. But I haven't used my phone in a while either to do a live stream, so that has a lot to do with it. But as you guys can see, hopefully you can see now, I'm doing, getting ready to lay this curve for the second level. And I wasn't really planning on doing a actual live chat tonight, but I kind of wanted to get out there what I've been thinking and just kind of go over some things with everybody. Because I've had a couple people ask me why I haven't been doing the live stream lately. And I will cover that here in a little bit. As you can see, I'm just playing with some glue right now. Hey Andy, how you doing, man? I love the progress on the layout. Things are really shaping up for you. Jerry, you do any rail fanning this weekend? Hey, Roy. Hey, Dwight. Yeah, I did. I finally did that, Roy. I had it turned off. I had it locked so it wouldn't let the screen rotate on the phone. It itself wouldn't let it rotate. So that was what the problem was. Like I said, this is kind of a last minute thing. Really wasn't planning on doing a live stream, but I've had a few people ask about the yard chatter and why I haven't really been doing it. Got a few different reasons why. Mainly because I felt like it was starting to take away from the hobby. Even though it was about the hobby, I just kind of felt like, you know, my passion right now is on the layout itself, and that's what I really want to concentrate on. So I don't know how many more yard chatters I'll end up doing. Hey Bill, how you doing? But as time goes on, I may add some in like tonight here and there, but I don't think I'm going to do a regular show just because that's not really where I want the channel to go. It's nice at times, but that's not my main objective with my channel. It's more or less just to share the hobby with everybody and the layout with everybody. So, like I said, for when I do my contest videos, I will do live streams for like my Christmas Eve contest that I do. I'll still do that. And then at my different sub numbers, which I have one coming up as soon as I hit 500 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway. It's going to be kind of like I did with the Christmas Eve special that I had. I'll do like a trivia style question for everybody, and then those who that these two levels behind me, Roy. So while I'm waiting on Roy to answer me, so I'm going to do 4 $25 gift cards when I reach 500 subs. And I'll do it the same way I did my Christmas Eve contest. So if you guys were a part of that, then you know how I'm going to do that. So, and that'll be a gift cards to Yankee Dabbler, because those are electronic and I can send them right to your email. That way there's no waiting period or anything like that. So when I hit 500 subscribers, I'll hold a contest, and we will pick up and go from there. And probably just, it'll be more, let's see, train related trivia this time around. So that's something to think about. So Andy asked that question. Here, Andy, since you asked it, I'm going to spin everybody around real quick. So Andy, sorry, I've got the tripod set up here. Right back behind me here where this level's sitting. This runs around where the glue is right now. And then like so. Hopefully I'm giving you guys, there you go. And that's how it's going to get to the second level there, Andy. So let me try to put this tripod back up in there. So I am using a tripod, and I've got one of the legs extended so I could put it on the bench work. Yeah, actually the tunnel action is going to be right here. So this area here back is going to be closed in. And Andy, if you get a chance, I posted a video last night, I think it was, that explains, it kind of does an overview. So you'll be able to have a better understanding and more of a perspective of what's going on with the layout for the first level. And that's all I really touched on the overview video. But yeah, there is going to be definitely a tunnel here, and the tunnel will come back out on that side there. So what's everybody been up to? How's the weekend been going? How's the weather been? And since I am using my phone, I'm going to be a little slow answering you guys, but I will do my best. And yes, when I do my flex track on my curves, I go a little extra, meaning I think I have 4 36-inch sections soldered together. Hey, Anthony, how you doing, brother? So that's what I'm doing here, is just kind of setting this in place. I'll come back and tack it. But I'm using that Elmer's Extra Strength. And that stuff, I tell you what, within 5 minutes, it'll hold itself. But right now, I'm just making sure everything is centered on the road bed. No kinks anywhere. Oh. And for me, I've found that I always go a little further with my my track on my curves, meaning I go probably 8 to 10 inches past where it straightens back out and gets into a straight run. And I just do that because I found that works better. And this, right now, you can't see it, but in this corner, this is where I'm going to kind of stop for now, because I want to test this section out and make sure my grade is exactly where I want it. It's close. It's probably sitting at about a 2.15%. So I may adjust and get it down to 1.8%. I'm just not sure yet. It depends on how the locomotive pulls the cars up here. And I'm judging that just by 1. So we'll let that sit up for a little while. I'll kind of go through here. Only on my curves. Everything else, Andy, I don't solder. And that's because right now I don't have the layout room climate controlled 100% all the time. So I leave the rail joiners on the straight track room to breathe, so to speak. So it can flex back and forth, and I don't have to worry about no kinks or binds or anything like that. Only on my curves is where I solder at. But that's getting ready to change here this fall. This section here, I'm going to do a mini split. And just, It's going to take a little rewiring. I've got to run some wires, but in the long run, it's going to do me much better than what I have right now, because right now I have a window unit, and then I have a porcelain heater, which I just don't feel comfortable leaving on all the time. So once the mini split comes on, then that'll be running 24/7, 365 days a year. So what's a mini split? Mini split is basically a ductless wall unit, and it is a air conditioned / heater, and it goes up 9 times out of 10. It goes up about 6 inches below where the corner of the wall and the ceiling meet, and it's got its own little unit outside and everything, and then it runs off of 210. Some of them run off of 120, I think, but the one I'm getting is 210. It's about, the unit itself is about $900, and then it's going to be about additional $300 to get everything set up and the Freon put in it. So, but we use them a lot at the school system for like the mobile units, and they work really nice. And we've spent, I'm not going to say me and the wife have spent a lot of money out in this, getting this ready, this train room ready for what's out here, and we still have some work left to do. And with the investment in the layout itself, it's just smart to put the mini split there. The one I'm looking at, the only tubing I'll have to put through the wall is basically for the electric, for the lines coming from the unit, and then coming in there to the actual mini split unit itself. From what I understand, and I could be totally wrong on that, but from what the installer told me, that was just going to be basically the 2 lines coming in, and then that's it. And they'll be closed off really well themselves. So, but I'm excited. I'm kind of saving up for it now. I don't like that. I don't like that at all right now. Not the mini split. I don't like what the track is doing in this one section. Let's see here. Yeah, just the electrical wires then. And then that's it. And the kits, the install kits, are basically the do-it-yourself kits, the DIY and DIY. I'm sorry, I think I said DIY. But it's very straightforward. And forgive me, guys, I'm just making sure everything is aligned with this 28-inch radius, and it is. And as you see, I put these in here. Keep them in there. So Anthony, have you worked on anything lately, buddy? By the way, congratulations on your contest. You gave away some great prizes there. I was happy to see that for you guys. All right, now what did the son do with the hammer? So, I'm assuming some of you guys heard what I was going to do for my next contest. Does anybody know of any other Granny Goose? Hey, Granny Goose, how you doing? Does anybody know of any other online model shops that do digital style gift cards? Because if I could find another place or two other than Yankee Dabbler, then I may split it up for my contest and do a couple different. Thank you. I'm glad you could make it. Sorry, I'm using my phone today, so I'm not really able to see everybody's. Hey Joe, how you doing? That's good to hear, Anthony. like I said, brother, we still got to get together sometime, link up and help each other on the railroads. Is the hammering, is that bothering you guys? Is it too loud? Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. So, everything was perfect up until that point. Hopefully you guys caught that. Please tell me you caught that, because I did. Oh man, sorry to hear that. Ouch. Oh, good Lord. Oh. Whoops, that's right, Larry. How you doing, Larry? Oh, I was so happy too. I'm like, that is great. Great. Track work going on here, and then bam. Oh, I hate that too. Oh boy. Oh, I actually broke this one, I think. Oh, nope. Okay. Just out of line. Let me fix the alignment. Been there. I think we all have been there. Woo-wee. Just a minor little issue. Oh, God. You got to be able to laugh at yourself. Especially in this hobby. You have to be able to laugh at yourself. Okay. All right. So that's better. Oh, good Lord. Well, that was the highlight of the night. Just making sure everything looks good. No kinks anywhere. When I do my track, I get very tedious about it. I want to make sure it's perfect the first time around, and I don't know how many of you are the same way, but when I'm laying my track, it has to be centered for whatever reason, centered to the roadbed itself. So I'm very particular in how I do it, and I take my time. And that's another reason why I love this Elmer's glue. And this is the Elmer's glue that I've been using. It works great. Nope, definitely not bad to laugh at other people, especially if them other people are laughing with you. Because trust me, that was a laughable, like, when I bent down, I realized what I did, and before I could react, it was too late. I mean, it was rolling that smooth, so I was like, well, it is what it is. Let's just say I'm excited to be on tonight. For those of you that have just joined me, I do have a contest coming up when I hit 500 subscribers. I'm going to do it looked like 3 there for a minute. I'm going to do 4 gift cards, digitally gift cards from Yankee Dabbler. That way I can email directly if you happen to win. And I just figured that would be the easiest thing for people. Because I went back and forth. I was going to do a giveaway with cars and stuff like that. Hey, Shane. I was thinking about doing like railroad cars and that sort of thing at first, but I think I'm going to wait a little bit on that until I get a little bit more up in subscribers. And then as I get higher up, I'll do the more bigger gifts. And plus, I want to try to save some stuff for Christmas. Just because between me and the wife, we're putting the money forth for all of this. So I want to make sure that I'm not cutting myself short on the hobby. So we're just going to be strategic about it. So that's what I'll be doing. It's the 4 gift cards. When I hit 500 subscribers, I'll do a live contest. I'll give everybody plenty of notice. And it'll be basically a trivia style contest. And basically it'd work the same way as my Christmas Eve one did. Whoever answers first with the correct answer will win that particular gift card. And like I said, there will be 4 chances. Unfortunately, if you have one, then you'll be ineligible for the other 3. And that's just to keep it fair. And I'm sure everybody could understand that. But enough about me and what I plan on doing. What's everybody's next plan on their layout? Yeah. And she's been supportive. I mean, there's been a lot to go into this shed financially to get it to where it's able to keep the trains in here. So she's been very supportive in that. But, John, are you still in here by chance? Yes, it will, William. And I haven't forgot about you either, William. I'll email you later this evening. Just right now, this time of year is extremely busy just because of the son's birthday, everything like that. And when it comes to the hobby, that takes a second, a back seat, if you will. So yeah, so John, I just wanted to let you know, I need to get with you about the Yard Chatter. It's going to be very sparingly from here on out when I do the Yard Chatter episodes. So I can let you know like a week in advance or something like that. All right, I'm going to swipe back here. Nope. Oh, yep, I can. Before this shed, did you? Yeah, if you go to some of my older videos, I think they're called old layout videos in my playlist on YouTube, Jerry. That was when I was in the house before my son was born. Basically, what happened was my son was born, or once we found out, I lost that room, basically. I lost the layout room, which was great with me. I mean, I'm so happy. So then, at the time, my dad was living with me and was alive, and he had his Harley Davidson. And the type of man my dad was, he was like, well, I'll take the Harley and I'll put it down in the, hey, Dave, I'll put it down in the lower shed. And he's like, when I want to, I'll just open up the fence and go on down the road with the bike. And I'm like, no, you won't, because he had to go through the grass and everything. And a Harley doesn't belong in a shed back there. And then running it through the grass. Because the shed, this particular shed is right off the driveway, so it goes from asphalt right to the shed. So I'm great with that. So I was like, the shed was big enough to house the bike and then plus the layout room. So basically, that's when I first started out here. I had a 13 by 9 area, I think it was, or something like that. 13 by 11 or whatever it was. And so I was fortunate enough to do that. I just couldn't let my dad take his bike and put it down in the shed because he was going to be, It's a sore subject because I miss him dearly to this day, and it's been almost 2 years. But anyway, so long story short, yes, I did have a layout in the room. In the house, and then I took over part of this shed, and then after he passed, I took over the entire shed. So anyway, yes, I am very lucky to have my my son, and I'm sorry to hear that, Andy. I know how that feels to lose your parent. So I'm assuming it's the same as losing a child. I would assume. I don't know. And I don't mean to sound ignorant when I say that, but I know I've lost family members before, but I've never lost a parent. And then when I lost my dad, it was just, and for those of you that have lost parents, you know exactly what I'm saying. It's a type of loss and hurt that you'll never feel, and it never really goes away. Anyway, we're getting off of topic. Oh, I'm going to be crying over here. Does anybody have any tissues? Yes, it is. That is. So those of you that watched, you never stop missing your parents. That's what I'm told, and I'm kind of finding it out the hard way now, but I've had a lot of good memories. So what did everybody think of TC yesterday? Did everybody like TC? Oh, wow. I'm glad you still have him, Roy. I still have my mom, and she lives with us as well. I mean, both my parents lived with us. My dad retired almost 7 years ago, and, you know, times are hard. So he wanted to be able to save some money, and so we were like, hey, come in and move with us, you know. So, and it helped them out. They were able to do, you know, they lived a few of their golden years, and, you know, it was great. My dad was able to get a new truck. He was able to get his Harley. So it all worked out, and we were glad to do that. And now we have my mom still, which is good for her and Mason, because now Mason gets to spend a lot of time with his grandmother, and it helps everybody out. Yes, Anthony, you got to watch last night's video. So, does everybody want to see TC back again? Yes, Darren's last. Yep, that's Ma. Oh. So, what did everybody think about it? Did they like the character? Can he take my place? I'm sure he can. Maybe I'll do a video just of him. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Jerry, I'll do a video just with him. Maybe I can get him to come back over, and he'll do maybe a layout tour once I start on the second level. But yeah, if you have not watched that video, please do. And like I said, as soon as I get to 500 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away 4 gift cards of $25 each from Yankee Dabbler, unless somebody else knows of other online hobby shops that do digital style gift cards. That way I can email it directly to you, and you can print it out and then use it that way. So, you guys are probably wondering, you see this vibrating a little bit, like there's a lot of play in that right there. And the reason is, and it's on this side too, is I have yet to put the bracing up here. And the reason why is I want to make sure all of this is exactly where I need it to be before I start to put the bracing. Once I figure it out, it is exactly how I want it, then I'll come back and I'll brace it up, and there will be no flex in this at all. But until I make sure this is exactly how I want it, that's why I'm doing it that way. If anybody had any concerns or questions about that. All right. Hey, Joe, I don't know if I've said hello to you. I see you in the comments, so hello. I'm trying not to pass anybody up. And hopefully everybody caught Dave's last scrapyard video. I mean, we'll talk about a craptastic video. Talking about how to. My 2-year-old could make better scrap loads than that. I'm just playing, Dave. You did a heck of a job. I'll have to get you to make me a couple of those. But that was actually really good. I love the whole chain link fence and everything, man. You did really well on that. But somebody said they loved the whole craptastic thing, so I had to use that tonight as well. %. Dave, you got to up your game, buddy. What do we need to do to get you to 7%? Or how about 10%? What do we need to do for that one? Get you up to 10%. And Dave, since we're buddies, does that mean I get a 20% automatically and you cover the other, what do you get, 5, so 15%? Is that how that works for me? Craptastic, love it. What did I miss there? I see Anthony's talking about his 17-year-old college and 2 to graduate college. You're not moving, are you, Anthony? You're the closest modeler to me. I can't lose you. Of course, I'm running blind here. I didn't catch that whole conversation. Does that mean you're moving in 2 to 3 years, Anthony? And if so, where are you planning on moving to? I'm sorry, I did miss that conversation, apparently. Awesome. Talking about him retiring. Okay. Sorry about that. Exactly. You ain't lying. Maryland is, I think it's the most expensive state to retire in, isn't it? If I'm not mistaken. My wife is from Philadelphia, and her and her family have a beach house, so we'll be retiring there. Hey, JT. So we have we'll be retiring in Ocean City, New Jersey, once we get to that point. So, and I guess I'll be moving the railroad there then. Well, and as we can see, we're almost done. I'm just taking my time, just kind of checking the chat and seeing what's everybody's talking about. I've missed a lot, so I do apologize. Like I said, I am using my phone. Dave, I like the way you're thinking about that. 7 plus 5. Yeah, 12%. No, Dave, that is for Dave Crooked River. That is really a good thing for them to take a chance like that, and they won't be sorry for sure for taking a chance on you. So congratulations to you on that, buddy. I don't know why. Maybe it's just on my feed, but Container Man, everything shows up double double for you when you comment. I'm not sure if that's on my side or if anybody else can see that too. Maybe it's just on my end. What part of California? Just you, Darren? Okay. What part of California are you in, JT? I've always wanted to go to San Diego. That's kind of on my bucket list. I don't know if that in New York. I've always wanted to go to New York. Had planned to go into New York, and then every time it seems like I plan to go there for like around Christmas, something's happened and just haven't been able to do it. So, just you? Yeah, it figures. Oh. Yeah, see, now I'm getting it double for everybody, so I don't know. See, I opened my mouth and now it shows up doubly. Now, Container Man, it's only for just one now. Okay. Darren, just shut your mouth. Maybe bring back TC. It'd be... Ow! Whoo! That hurts. Okay, I'm going to cry now. Oh, and we got a bleeder. Beginning to think TC will do a much better job at this. How did you like San Diego? Hey, John, how you doing? Hey, Flying Crow, how you doing, man? Yeah, that's what my wife said. She went to San Diego a couple times for work, and she said it was really expensive, but she wasn't. She was like, it was just more highways than anything. Wasn't really all that impressive, but I've always wanted to go, so why not? I'm just kind of catching up on the chat, so don't mind me. And now I'm just kind of making sure everything is where I want it on this curve, and it is. Hey, Adrian. Sorry, I'm just going back through. This is the curve section going to the upper level that I'm working on. So right where of course you can't see it, but right in this area here where my hand is coming straight down is the start of the second level bench work that I showed in the video yesterday. So that's where we're currently sitting. So right now I'm putting in this track for the curve. It's going to end right here. And then I'll test everything. And then once everything is to my liking, then I'll start on the second level. Actually, one step I missed. Once this is to my liking, I'll hold off on the second level until I get the main line finished over there where the yard's going to be. Once I get all the main line in, then I'm going to start on the second level, get that main line in, and then I'll start adding my sidings and everything like that everything else in as it goes. Because I want to make sure I get the reversing sections right, everything wired up correctly. And I'll probably take you guys along on that as well. I'm not sure yet, Anthony. May is usually a busy month for us, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I'd like to. I'd like to get out there and to see it, meet everybody. So just really depends on what we have going on and if I've got to work, because there's some Saturdays that I have to work for fire alarm testing, and it's just one of those things that I can't really get around. So depends. I have to wait and see. Probably won't know until about April. But then again, my birthday is in May, so we may try to do something like that, because the wife was talking about taking Mason up there for the Thomas the Train, and for myself, of course. So it'd be 2 kids in a candy park, basically. All right. So I found one issue since I've been talking, and I'm trying to think about how to fix it. Not really sure if it's going to really mount to anything. There's a little bit of a bow. My track, I don't know if you can see it or not. You can't really see it, but the track kind of bows in like that. I want to move the tripod, but it seems to roll over it pretty nice. I don't think it's going to be an issue. But then again, all I have to do is drop this down 1/8 of an inch, and it takes care of that bow. So that's what I'll do. So I'll end up bringing this down. Once the track dries, I'll just lower everything 1/8 of an inch, and that'll take the little bow or the little dip that I have. Yeah, I'm actually kind of doing it a little backwards. I will be putting blocks in, because I'm going to have block detection and everything, but I'm going to be doing that after I get the main line in, and then I'll come back and do what I need to do there, especially for like the reversing sections. I've never done that before, so I'm kind of learning. So I may be taking extra steps that's not needed, and that's okay. I don't mind doing the extra work if it teaches me something. So yeah, if anybody knows anything about block detection and all that, please shoot me an email, because I will be picking your brains on that, because probably in 2 weeks I'll be starting that on the lower level for now anyway. That's what I was thinking, Flying Crow, but the reason I'm doing it this way right now is, like I was talking, and I don't think you were here for this earlier, but if you look here, I've got a little bit of flex here, and that's because I haven't put my bracing on the curves yet. So, and that's just because I want to make sure this is where I want it to be before I set it fully in place. So if I take that down 1/8 of an inch, it takes that little dip out, and I won't have that dip in there anymore. Okay, thank you, Shane. I appreciate that. I mean, I've got the modular. I've got the Digitrax, I think it's the AR1. I'll be using that. And then I'll do the auto throws. Basically, it's I can't remember what it's called. The B62, I think. It's by Digitrax. I can't remember. I've looked up a lot of units lately, but that'll basically detect the train when it's in the reversing section, and it'll actually throw the forward facing turnout, so everything will be automated on the layout. Hopefully. That's what we're going for. Well, the dip is right where the two pieces come together. And what it is this, the right side is a little, probably not even 1/8 of an inch. The AR1, yes, Andy, is a little bit lower. No more than 1/8 of an inch, if even that. So, for those of you that don't know, I've actually went back. I had a little over a 2%. Yep, that's exactly what I have there, Roy. But I went back and redid my grade a little bit, so now I'm under a 2% grade all the way around. And this is at like 2.15%. So if I come down just a bit with that, that takes that dip right out of there. So I'm not worried about that. But I'm glad that I see. I mean, it's clear as day. Just looking at it, it's clear as day, but that's no big deal. So when I start doing my block detection, the reversing section, and all of my automated stuff. See you, William. Have a good night. Well, let's find out, Crow. Dogbone. Oh, that would work too. Who was saying? I saw something about they have a new switch machine that does the auto. Who said that? Block detection and auto reverser unit made in one. Okay. I'll have to look that up. Do you happen to know the name of that? Is it made by Digitrax? Because I've got 3 reversing sections on this railroad, so I wanted to try the AR1 because I've heard nothing but good things about it. But I also wanted to experiment with a couple others, so if there's something better out there, I'd be willing to try that as well, especially at the coal mine, because that's going to be used a lot. So I need to have something that's going to work efficiently there at all times. Don't mind me, I'm just dancing to the beat of my own drum. So getting back to what I was saying before I sidetracked myself, would you guys prefer more of a upload style video of how I'm doing it and the mistakes that I make when I'm doing it? Okay, I'll have to check their site then and see. Or would you want me to be live when I'm doing it, and so we all can go through it and we all can laugh at me at one time? The AR2 with more features. Okay, I'll have to definitely look at that. Yeah, that's what I saw was about adjusting it. So live. Everybody wants to see a live video versus for doing uploads. Because I'm all about it. Because, I mean, look. I mean, we'll give you guys a little bit of a teaser right now. Bear with me because I'm fixing the live. See you there, Dave. Yeah, that's true. But they could catch the rerun. Oh. Oh, so there we are. We're live under the workbench. Or bench work, not workbench. Good night, Dave. Have a good one, buddy. So, yeah. So, you know, you guys might be onto something. We could do something fun here. I have a lot of wiring to do yet, too. And that's something different, too. I'm going to be doing my wiring all different now from a lot of other styles. So, That should be interesting. Everyone goes live on Sunday. I was doing about 11:30 in the morning, but it was just kind of hard because little man's getting into that transition now. To where he's not really taking naps, and he's not even 2 yet. He'll be 2 in 2 more weeks, but taking naps is becoming a thing of the past. And apparently, according to our daycare, kids about that age now, for some reason, are starting not to take naps. And I'm like, I was made to take naps until 4. What the hell? I wish somebody would make me take a nap now, but they don't. Get out and do the dishes, do the yard work, do this. No, I'm just joking. But no, seriously, he's to the point he doesn't want to take naps anymore. So I'm like, great. And he's not cranky. That's the best part about it. He's not cranky. He's a happy kid. So anyway, this is what it looks like under the bench work. I'm rambling, so hey. Go take a nap, love Granny. I don't want to. You can't make me. No, I have not, but we've got one truck, and then, of course, we've got his playhouse over there that's in pieces right now because the box was way too big. And then we got his other vehicle right there. Now, I did end up taking his lawnmowers and his slide outside, and they're staying outside. I'm just to the point, I'm like, I'm not giving up anymore. So, and then if you can see up there, I've got shelving up now. Yeah, same here. I mean, that's right. Now that you said something, Roy, I can remember them making me take naps. Let me see, I'm 41, almost 42. So yeah, it's been a while ago. But anyway, so this is just a little bit of the bench work. So I think I'll do that. And then, of course, the reversing section is going to be over there. And then this was the section that I was working on tonight. So that's in. I've got a couple more tacks to put in just in this section right here. But as you can see, nice and straight. And like I said, I don't want all of my track being straight, but going into the curve, I need to have that as straight as possible. And that is a 28-inch radius curve. And this curve over here for the lower level, this is all 29. It's 29.5 radius. I don't mind sharing the train shed with him, but it seems like as he gets older and mommy and daddy buys him more crap. Notice I said mommy and daddy because we're both the culprits. Being an only child, we're going to spoil that kid. So it's our fault. But we're going to spoil him in a good way. We're not we're not the type of parents that's just going to give him everything. Because I didn't have everything growing up, and he's not going to. But you're living a good life, Joe. Living the good life, I tell you, man. So this is the AR1, still in the package. I ordered this probably, it's been a while. Probably about, I ordered it from Train World, I think it is. I think that's based out of New York, if I'm not mistaken, but that's where I ordered that from. So I'll have to check out the other two. I think it was what, the AR2 is it's called. So I'll do that, and then we'll go from there. So one last thing. I have a couple... Oh, 70 and still married. Got it going on, Larry. So, if anybody would be interested in these, a lot of my other cars I've already spoken for. I'm basically giving these ones away. I'm selling these ones, though, the CSX coal hoppers with the loads, including the one that I dropped earlier, but I tell you, it's in great condition still. Nothing hurt. So if anybody would be interested in these, let me know. I will be selling these. I'll make you a heck of a deal on them. And I'm just getting away from the older era stuff and kind of getting into the more modern era. I honestly don't know because I can't remember what I really paid for them. But if you want to send me, let me see if I can, here. If anybody's interested, I'll type my email. Probably looks weird because I'm typing on my phone, but I'll type my email if you're interested in them. Get with me, and there we go. So if anybody is interested, I have 12 of these. They're the HO Scale Broadway Limited, the 3-bay hoppers, CSX. I've got all the cases for them. And then I'll have a couple locomotives too that I'm selling, but I'll probably do a video on those. Just kind of thinning out the herd a little bit. Oh, I'm sitting over here jabbers rolling, and I still have tax to put in. Is anybody working on anything good tonight? Or just sitting back, watching TV, getting ready for the work week? Unless you're retired, which... What scale do you... Hey, Ken, how are you feeling, buddy? Nice to see you on. What error do you... Not error. What scale do you model? Dwight's still in here. Dwight, you've been quiet tonight. You all right? Okay, so we've got Granny working on the crops. What are you working on there, Shane? And then for those of you, hopefully everybody caught my email. If you did catch my email, if you would like me to put up a video, if you've noticed on some of the last videos that I've been doing, I've been putting other people's videos, links to their videos. So if you would like me to do that for your page, shoot me an email and I'll set whatever video you want up. And then that way it'll be presented there as well. So if you would like me to do that, I have no problem doing that at all. All right, everybody's saying that's awesome, so I'm helping build. That's awesome, JT. Any way we could help out, JT, with that? Yeah, I'm going to enjoy ballasting all this track, that's for sure. So if anybody wants to come over and help me out, come on over. That's really awesome, JT. I'm glad to see that you're doing that as I get ready to trip over everything. That's awesome. Well, JT, if you would like any donations towards that, let me know. I'll be more than willing to help out with that. That's awesome. I would have no problem, hitting you up on PayPal and sending you some stuff there to help out with. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the chat tonight or the live stream. I kind of went with a different approach this time. I felt like before when I was trying to do the actual yard chatter in the mornings, I was just too scripted and too uptight and just too stiff, if you will. So I figured tonight I would just come out here and just wing it and keep it real and keep it honest. And I think it's went pretty good. So let me know what you guys and gals think. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button for me, please. Because like I said, the closer I get to 500, we'll start putting the contest information out there. Yeah, I'm horrible with names. Thank you, Flying Crow. I appreciate that. Kind of quiet in here. Need to make some noise. Robert. Okay, Robert. Nice to know. I'll forget it though, Robert, but nice to know. You have to tell me again the next time around. My name is Dwight, and some people never say hi to me. Hi, Dwight. My name is Darren. Nice to have you. How are you doing, Dwight? Ken, that's right. I forgot you're in Maryland, so I'm going to have to get you to come over and help me. Hey, Dive. Hey, Dive. Hey, Dave Piper. Uh-oh. Oh, wow. What's Darren? Hey, what did I miss? My wife just sent me a message. She's been preparing. She works with biological threat and infectious disease. And they were getting ready to do an exercise tomorrow. But since we have our first case here in D.C., everything got postponed. So she's been working her butt off this afternoon and this evening to get ready for tomorrow's event. And it just got postponed because now they've got that first case of the virus. Who I am? Yes, I'm Darren. Dwight's Dwight. At least I think I'm Darren. I don't know. Maybe I was abducted. Who knows? Oh, you're not definitely not holding me up. All I wanted to do tonight anyway was do that because I did want to get some time spending with the wife before we go back to work tomorrow. Your name is Peter. Who's Peter? Me? I'm Peter? No way. Sweet. Hi, everybody. I'm Peter. John, it's not really as bad as it is. It's less. Let me think of the way to put it. It's no worse than the flu. The flu is actually still worse than the virus that's going around right now. The thing of it is when the virus jumps from an animal to humans, it becomes more angry, if you will. And then it settles back down and then it kind of goes away on its own. But it's just wreaking havoc on the elderly right now with the weakened immune systems, or even those that have underlying health issues that don't know. That's what's making it seem. But I think in the United States so far, it's less than 1% that it's actually killed. So it's not as bad as we think it really truly is. It just, the media makes it seem like it's a whole lot worse than it really is. And that's all I'm going to say, because I could bring my wife out. She'd be able to tell you everything, but then... Seaman 69. Yeah, my wife works along with the CDC, and she works with the DC Health Department too. She's actually a contractor for them. Well, she's being contracted to the DC Health Department, working along with all this stuff. So she called me the other day and she said, hey, what's up, Sparky? She called me the other day and she said, hey, if I have Mason with me and we're at the airport and I send you a mask, she's like, don't concerned. And then I realized that she said she would send me a mask. She's not taking me with them. So I guess I'll be out here playing with the trains. Yeah, Sparky, what's up with that, dude? Has I've been getting internet issues so far. I've been seeing the little icon stating that unstable internet for whatever reason. Has anybody been getting any whining wheels or anything? Wouldn't it be awesome right now if TC just busted through the door? You guys still there? Anybody see me? All right, I think the chat froze up on my end. I'm not sure if you guys can hear me or anything. Chat soon. Thanks for watching, guys and gals.